Hey, it's me again, and I forgot to tell y'all something. In talking to the lady the other day, Miss Lady, as I said, she told me about a situation where she was having a Hanna moment. And she told me, she said, people think that having a Hanna moment means that you're barren, that you can't have children. She said, but having a Hanna moment is not just about not being able to have children. She said having a Hanna moment can also mean a variety of different things. And I was able to look it up. It implies dry, and it implies empty, and it implies desolate. And she said that there have been times that she's been dry, that she's been empty, that she's been desolate. She said, and what she meant by that, she meant that her mind frame, her way of thinking, that because she didn't think so highly of herself, in her thinking, she was barren. And to be barren in your thinking means that you allow a lot of things to take place. You allow a lot of people to say things to you and do things to you that you think are acceptable in order for you to be acceptable, she said. She said that she could tell me about different situations, and that one of the situations where she knew that she was barren and she didn't know it at the time was because when she got married, she said when she got married, she was so excited to get married. She felt like that person was doing her a favor, that they were the gift, and not knowing that she was the gift and that she was the privilege and that she was the thing that was desirable and honorable. She thought very highly of them. And she said to show you how highly she thought of them and more of them, she paid to get married. She paid for the marriage license. She paid for the marriage ceremony. She paid for the wedding rings that they had. And because at that time they happened to be in church, she paid the pastor. She paid for the whole entire thing, only to later on have to pay to get out of it. Yeah, she had to pay to get out of it. She said, in fact, while she was with that person, they wasn't helping with any bills. She said, in fact, she was already working. She had a job, a good job working, a job that required her to be available for a lot of hours during the day. She would do 10 to 12 hours during the day. She worked for the postal system. And in the process of working for the postal system, after doing 10 and 12 hours for a day, because she had so much love for this man, she would take on a second job working overnight so that she could provide for him. In fact, she was providing for him, and the fact that he had brought her children into the home along with her children. And at that time, nobody was working, nobody was going out the door but her every single day. And they watched her go out the door every day. They saw her go out the door every day. And still, when she came home, you would think that the treatment that she would receive would be some decent treatment, but no, she still was treated in a manner that was not respectful at all. She said, in fact, at one point, the son got a job, and what he told the son was that any money that you get, don't give it to her, give it to me. She said she couldn't believe that she heard him say that. She said, and then later on, she found out that he had been saving money. The whole time that she was struggling, he had managed to be able to save money off of her while she was struggling every day, while she was going out the door to make ends meet, working two jobs. And the reason that she had to work those two jobs, she said, is because at the time she had gotten him a car and she had gotten herself a car. So in order to be able to pay for those things, she would have to pay her car note 1 month, skip a month, pay his car note, skip a month, and then the mortgage and everything began to fall behind. And then there came a time when things were falling behind because of the juggling that she had to do, that the lights got cut off. And when the lights got cut off, she said everybody turned and looked at her and said, what are we going to do? She couldn't believe it. She said, and then when it was time for everyone to leave, you know what happened? She was a bunch of names. She was the bad person. She was the worstest person in all humanity when she told them it was time to go, when she finally realized that she had had enough. Even though she hadn't quite learned her value yet, but she knew that she was tired of being treated the way that she was treated. So that's what she meant when she was talking about her Hanna moment. 1 Samuel chapter 2 talks about a Hanna moment, and it talks about Hanna being drunken, or at least the man thought that she was drunk. It's been times that they thought that she was drunk, she said. It's been times that they thought that she was crazy, she said, but it was times that when they thought she was drunk or when they thought she was crazy, she was praying and crying out to God, because she knew that that was the only person that could help her. That was the only person that would come and rescue her. She said, and God did come and help her. God did see to it that she got up out of that situation. She said, no matter what, once again, I want you to know and fully understand that God gets the glory, and that I'm thankful and grateful that he's getting the glory. Amen.